Welcome back. My name is Theresa and I'm very much hands. How are you? I have an awful garbage filthy mouth, so viewer discretion is advised. But if you're not into that or weird shit in general, this is definitely not the place for you. Feel free to X out the video here. No harm, no foul. But I'll remember our time fondly. I realize I don't have anything to slam down because this is a good old-fashioned decluttering. And I am honestly really excited about today's video because I love doing declutterings because I'm just tired of having subpar products in my life. Now, a couple of things before we get into it. I am moving and I need to pare down. And the reason for that is because I am terrified that a lot of this stuff is going to break in transit because it's not like I'm moving down the block. I'm moving down to Florida from New York and I don't want to take any chances. So I have been looking at the things that I still love and some things that, you know, I like, but I don't really see myself utilizing. So I'm going to pass them on to a new home. So first and foremost, number one, y'all, do not be a weirdo. Do not beg in the comments like, oh my God, I really want this. Like, don't be that person. Don't be you for a day. It's gonna be magical, I can assure you that. All these products are spoken for, whether they are going to go to a friend, a family member, or donated to a shelter, they are all spoken for. Number two, if you like any of these products and you feel some type of way about it, like I'm super happy for you, like I love you. I think it's great that it worked for you. Some of these things didn't work for me and it's fine. Why? Because makeup is subjective. Again, don't be that weirdo, don't be you. Don't get all weird in the comments. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes that at all. Three, I'm not gonna have a dissertation for every product, so I'm gonna be brief with what I'm decluttering because I wanna be respectful of your time. And I don't wanna make a 7-hour video about why I'm getting rid of a highlighter. It's just not fun. Anywhoosies, before I get all Andy Rooney and vicious, because this is a vicious decluttering, a word from today's sponsor. Thank you, Athletic Greens, for sponsoring today's video. I have never been so excited about a sponsorship until today. I am no stranger to Athletic Greens, and I have to thank my wonderful coworker, well, former coworker, Sasha. While we may no longer work together, when I drink green juice, I remember our time fondly. Honestly, trash talking is not the same without you, Sasha, so please come back. Anyway, I remember the first time I saw Athletic Greens and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. It's green, it looks aggressive, kind of like me, except I'm not green, I'm more translucent. The point is, you should never judge a book by its cover. If you've never heard of Athletic Greens, well, let me tell you a little bit about them. They're an essentialist nutrition company that has created a movement around simplifying your health routine using one product, and that's AG1. It's not for athletes at all, it's for life leads. Busy moms, dads, rookies, first timers, and everyone in between. Garbage people, really. Every morning I start my day with AG1. One scoop of this powder provides 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients. AG1 supports your energy, focus, gut health, digestion, and immune system without the need of taking multiple products or pills. So that means one less gummy vitamin for me. And honestly, the taste is actually pretty good. I know it looks very swampy, but you know how sometimes green juice can have that, you know, earthy bog water flavor, as I like to call it? This kind of actually tastes like broccoli and papaya and cherry, which I know sound kind of weird, and it's a kind of good weird, kind of like me. What I love about AG1 is the boost in energy that is sustained throughout the day. I feel more focused and relaxed as I work through all the lovely construction that's been happening outside my apartment windows for months now. And honestly, if I didn't have AG1 in my life, I would have turned into the Hulk and destroyed downtown Manhattan already.
Theresa Smash!
And listen, not to brag, but y'all have been asking me about my shiny hair and my good looking skin. And again, that's another reason why I love AG1. It's not only for that boost of energy, it supports not only healthy skin, but hair growth. Which I swear, if I keep drinking this stuff, I'm going to turn into Cousinette. And I'm okay with that. AG1 provides your body with everything it needs for optimal performance every single day. With that said, Athletic Greens is going to give my community an immune supporting free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. So go to the link in the description to get a year supply of vitamin D3K2 and 5 travel packs for free with your first purchase. This is a game changer for supporting your immune system. Thank you again to Athletic Greens for sponsoring today's video. Thank you again to Athletic Greens for sponsoring today's video. Y'all go support the sponsors that support your garbage queen. Okay, so these are in no particular order. I have a huge box. I a huge box of stuff, so I'm just gonna kind of like pull things out and chuck them. That's what we're doing here. So let's start with the first one. Oh, by the way, welcome to Deadmas. Y'all, sorry. Hey, welcome to Deadmas. Hi. Okay. So the first product is from, I don't even know, Incredible? Yeah, Incredible. Listen, this is that old lady highlighter. I love this thing. I think this is really cool, but I really had no intention of ever really using it. And I think at one point that was fine, but now I know, I feel like this is going to fucking bust into a million pieces and I'm gonna be a sad, sad panda. And I don't like that. But this is the Baddie's Got the Gold highlighter. I think if this was perfect, I feel like I would have tricked myself into believing I needed to have this, but because it kind of arrived this way, this kind of has never had like the most perfect pan, overspray embossing, what have you. So I'm kind of happy to pass this on, but we had fun. She's a fucking icon. It's just, I'm so sorry, okay? I feel bad. I feel bad. I feel bad. We gotta go. We gotta go. Here's the other thing too, I'm gonna feel bad for a lot of these things because I feel like inanimate objects have souls, okay? Listen, I love Toy Story, all right? And even though I know that these things are gonna be going to good homes, I feel like I disappointed them. Can you relate? I'm sure you can. All right, next. The next product is from Marc Jacobs, and this is the Tantastic Bronzer. You know, this isn't bad, but I think when I look at my bronzers in my collection, this is the one that I really don't gravitate towards at all. I think when I have it on my face, like it's pretty, but when I compare it to say Tom Ford or my Wayne Goss or Charlotte Tilbury, Edward Best, I mean, shit, I could fucking keep going in terms of like high-end bronzers. This is just like, it's okay. It's nice, but like, bleh. So with that said, I feel like I need to pass this guy off. Next thing is from Glam, and this is the Koncha Highlighter. This was okay. I don't know, like it kind of has like a pink purple highlighter. It was fine. I think when I think about what I like in a highlighter, this was more on the like subtle side. I wanted it to be more slutty. This didn't slut me up. This was more of like a demure slut, but not even a demure slut. It was just weird. I don't know. It was okay. It wasn't anything to write home about, but the packaging is fucking adorable. I know, what am I doing? This is from Fenty Beauty. This is the How Many Carats, the Diamond Veil highlighter. When this first came out, I loved it. I fucking loved it. And then over time, I think with other highlighters that have come out, my preferences kind of changed. And as much as I like this, I really don't utilize this enough. Plus, I feel like I have highlighters in my collection that give me that glassy balm slut look without having all this fucking glitter. So, that's why I'm passing this on. Oh my God, I know. This is the Riviera palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I like this palette. This was a fine palette, but it's just one of those palettes that I never ever reach for. And it's kind of just collecting dust in my collection. But I think for me, my favorite part about this palette was actually these 4 shades right here. The pops of color were fine. The blues were really lovely. But I don't know, when I think about other formula that I have in my collection that kind of has a similar color story, I kind of gravitate towards those more. By the way, let's see how many times I say gravitate today. Fuck me. But anyway, yeah, this gotta go. The next one is from ColourPop, and this is the Misunderstood Villains palette. This was okay. This wasn't bad. I think out of all the ColourPop palettes I have, I decluttered a fair amount because I was kind of buying the same fucking palette over and over again. This palette I held on to for a little bit, but then I realized, you know, the only thing I was really kind of excited about was this green shade up here that's kind of like the chartreuse color, and then this darker green over here. That was it. Everything else was like, okay. And when I swatched them, I feel like I have things in my collection that are just way more pigmented and just things that I want to use. So with that said, that's why this one is going to a good home. Oh, look at this sweet baby. This is from Besame, and this is the Briar Rose Blush palette, a blush and highlighter palette. Came in the Cinderella collection. Or is it, no, Sleeping Beauty, my bad. Yep, Sleeping Beauty, sorry. This was okay. I think when I first got this, I got this and the eyeshadow palette, which you'll see in a moment. I didn't really like the eyeshadow palette so much, but this I was kind of like, okay, I could kind of get behind this, but then, I don't know, the quality was fine. It was okay. It wasn't anything super fucking amazing. I found that the highlighter is more on the lighter side, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but again, my preferences have changed and it's just something that I really don't reach for. And this blush is pretty pigmented, but something I didn't want to use very often. So it's kind of only really using like 2 out of the 4 shades. Wasn't really getting much use out of it, but this palette is fucking adorable though. I mean, can we appreciate that? But yeah, I just need to get this out of my fucking face. Sorry. I don't want it. Okay, fine. Here we are. So this is another product from Besame. This is the Sleeping Beauty palette. When I tell you, I lost my mind over the packaging and I almost kept it just purely for the packaging. I think this is absolutely fucking stunning. The only thing that kind of bugs me is that this is very much cardboard and I wish that this was actually like hard plastic. I think it would have been really pretty, but I mean, this is fucking so cute. It's so cute. Look at little Maleficent right there, my little bubby queen. I wanted to love this color story. Like, this color story is absolutely stunning. It's such a, like a soft grunge moment. The quality is not good. It is not good at all, and it fucking bums me out because it's so pretty, but it's garbage. So it's like, do I keep this around and know that I'm never gonna fucking touch it, or just like give it to someone that I know is going to have some fucking use out of? So that's what I'm doing. It makes me sad because I love it just based on the packaging, and as a weirdo Disney adult, this is fucking gorgeous, but not enough for me to keep it. So I know, I'm sad too. I'm actually like really sad about this one. I was so excited about it, and it was like one of those products that was one of the biggest fucking letdowns ever, and I can't even get it in the box. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Okay, we did it. Go team. The next 2 palettes are from Profusion, and these are the like little $5 palettes. I love Profusion. I think they're fabulous. I really do enjoy the quality of Profusion eyeshadows. These were good. The yellow palette, the orange palette, but I do have a lot of like kind of all yellow moments and all orange moments, and I find myself not really utilizing these too much anymore. So these are going to be going off to a good home. The next thing is from Kaleidos, and this is the Charisma Contour Palette. This one, you know, it was okay. It wasn't bad. I didn't mind it. It has 3 different shades. Kind of have like a matte highlight, a contour, and like a bronzer-ish kind of shade. The quality was fine, but when I think about all of the other bronzer products that I love, this doesn't even come in the top 10. So I figured this can find a good home somewhere else. Also, I like that I kept the packaging because I try to keep the packaging and stuff because it's adorable. Alright, so this is the Venus XL2 from Lime Crime. I really enjoyed this palette. I enjoyed the color story. I thought it was soft and beautiful, and you know, I've had very hit or miss experience with Lime Crime shadows, and this one has always been solid, but again, kind of find myself not really utilizing this, and I know that it still has some life in it, that instead of it literally dying in my collection, that this can go to a good home somewhere else. But this one was great. I wish I could say that about a lot of the other Lime Crime palettes, because they are kind of a weird fucking brand, but this one was fabulous, so sorry. The next palette is from Zodiac Cosmetics, and this is the Libra palette. This was a great palette. It's just I don't really use this. I know my friend has been kind of eyeing this in my collection and wanted to try it out, so I feel like it can get a good home with her. Okay, so hear me out. Hear me out. I don't like this palette very much. I think it's okay. This is the Glam Light Cake palette. I don't know why, but I just kind of felt like some of these mattes were just incredibly powdery and kind of difficult to use. The shimmers were fine, but it's just the mattes I wasn't really having the best time with. So yeah, I tried it several times, and I've always found that it had the same fucking result of it being kind of like okay. It wasn't anything like super special, and honestly this palette is just so fucking big and bulky. It's kind of a pain in the ass to store. So anyway, I'm going to pass this off to a friend. The next thing is from e.l.f. This is the Electric Mood Bomb thingy that came out not that long ago. This was okay. It was okay. It wasn't anything like super special. You know, I feel like I had like really kind of hit or miss results with this. There would be days that I really enjoyed it, and then there'd be some days when I would use it and it would actually like take up my foundation and everything. So I don't know, I kind of like went back and forth with this product, but it wasn't like blow my dick away. So that's why this is gonna go to a good home. we have the Tribe palette from Juvia's Place. This was hard because I really do enjoy this palette, and I actually have another Juvia's Place that I wound up decluttering in this round. I almost had 3, but then I kind of swatched one and I kind of fell back in love with it. So that one is gonna stay around for another day. This one was really pretty. I really did enjoy it when I did use it, and it's just one of those palettes that I don't really reach for. I don't think about too much. When I look at this color story, I think of other shadows in my collection that I would rather use more than this one. But I did enjoy my time with this. Okay. All right, so Pure. This is the Pure Raw Beauty Crispy palette. I could feel people getting really upset right now. This was fine. This was a fine palette. It was a nightmare to fucking buy for sure. But this is the colorful side. This is the more neutral side. You know, for a Pure palette, this actually was pretty good. I say that because Pure is known for being not so fucking great. So I give them snaps for that. But when I think about putting this back on my face, I rather just put anything else on. Like, the formula was fine, but it's just something that I don't really think to ever use. Yeah, it's not a reflection of her at all. Like, Raw Beauty Crispy is fine. It's just, this is not, I don't know. This just isn't for me. But my friend really wanted this, couldn't pick it up. So now she gets to have it. So good for you. The next 2 palettes are from Blush Tribe. Do you remember Blush Tribe? They were a really cool indie brand that no longer exists, and I really did thoroughly enjoy their palettes. They had some really cool formula. But again, this is just something that I really don't reach for because I kind of feel like I have things in my collection that I like better. But I did enjoy my time with them. Okay, so this is from Ilia, and this is the Super Serum Skin Tint. This is fucking horrible. This is horrible. I wanted to like this so much because I do love skin tints. I love lighter coverage options. This was garbage. This made me look like I was dying. I don't have fucking time for that. And it's a shame because I completely forgot about this. Otherwise I would have fucking returned it. But it was out of the range of when I can return products, and that was great for me. So with that said, I'm gonna pawn this off on my mom. Maybe she'll have a better reaction with it, but this was fucking terrible. For something that is supposed to be a skin tint, I don't understand how it dried down on my face so fast to ultimately make me look like I'm dying. I don't quite understand it. So if you're looking for that, I totally recommend Ilia. Like, amazing. The next product is from MAC, and this is the eyeshadow palette Botanic Panic. You know, I used this a couple of times. It was okay. I really love the highlighter that came in the collection. I think the highlighter was probably the best thing. Also, the lipstick was pretty fucking cool. But this was, it was just okay, which kind of furthers my point that MAC is really not that fucking great. But I love the palette's design. I thought the color story was pretty cute, but it's just something that every time I look at this, I get visibly upset because I wasted my money on this. But yeah, so I'm gonna pass this off to a friend. So the next thing is from NYX, and this is the Born to Glow foundation. This is great. This is purely an empty at this point, but I did squeeze a little bit left out of it. Now I kind of don't have much, but I enjoyed this and I would totally pick this up in the future. The next thing is from Milani. You know, this one wasn't bad. This is the Gilded Getaway. I think this is the only eyeshadow palette that hasn't destroyed my face from Milani, but the quality, I don't know, like, it's fine, but it's a palette that I can easily forget about. You know what I mean? This is by far the best quality I've ever tried from Milani in regards to eyeshadow, but not enough for me to want to keep it. But yeah, I mean, this was pretty cute for the most part. I bet you nobody remembers this. I almost kind of want to keep it because it kind of reminds me of the Dharma Initiative, but that's a really stupid reason to keep it. The next one is from Aether Beauty. I have not touched this one. Oh no, did I fuck up my eye? Nope, I didn't. Good job. Okay. This is from Aether Beauty. I didn't touch this one because it has coconut in it, and I can't fuck with that. I don't have a great reaction when there's coconut in products, so I don't really fuck with those. And this is very beautiful, but I just can't use it because it has coconut in it. So this will be passed off. Next thing is from Profusion, and this is the Feel Good Skin Longwear Skin Perfector. This was okay. It was okay. It wasn't like anything like super fucking amazing. I kind of felt like it looked good on some parts of my face, but on my nose it looked like trash. And that's kind of when I judge a complexion product, if it looks like I'm dying or my nose looks like it's 95 years old, then I don't fuck with that product anymore. And that's kind of what this did. So, you know, it looked cool on my cheeks, just didn't look good on my nose, and that's a problem. I'm kind of sad that I'm giving these up, but like, they're garbage. These are from Makeup Revolution. These are the I Heart Revolution Ice Cream Highlighters. These came out, it was a couple years ago. I only picked it up because look how fun. Like, they're fun. They're squishy, they're fun. But I'm not gonna lie though, they kind of feel funky. Like, they feel a little sticky. I didn't do anything to them. I think it's just whatever the fuck this yoga mat is up here. I think it's just fucking things up. So, yeah, I don't want this anymore. But these were cute. The highlighters were garbage. Absolutely garbage. But I just kept it around because I just really love that like squishy packaging, which, you know, it's stupid, but I love Halloween. What can I say? The next thing is from ABH, and this is the Alyssa Edwards palette. This was okay. This was fine. I feel like, you know, compared to other ABH palettes, this is probably the worst one. There were some good moments in it, but not enough for me to want to keep it. So, yeah, sorry. I love Alyssa Edwards too. Really do, but this is just not it. This is just not it. The next one is from Besame, and I really did enjoy this one. This is the Mermaid Lagoon palette from the Peter Pan collection. Other than the mirror up here that it's not secure. Love that. Other than that little thing, the color story was incredibly beautiful and pigmented and super wonderful. I stare at this constantly, but like I never want to touch it, and I don't want that anymore. Like, I'd rather give this a second life. So I know someone that will thoroughly enjoy this one. What's kind of wild is that the quality of this was so good, but that Sleeping Beauty palette was fucking garbage. Ugh. The next products are from Koki. I love Koki. I think they're fabulous. These are two really awesome drugstore palettes. These are the Koki Pro collection. There is a white one and there's a black one. These are really fucking good, but it's just something that I just don't reach for it. And I know my mom is gonna really like them more because my mom really just likes brown. And last time she was here, she was looking at this one. And I was like, no, I'm just gonna, let me just give this to you because I feel like, because I know she's gonna utilize it one brown at a time. So I'm really happy this is going to a good home. Okay, so this is from Huda Beauty. This is the Haze, Khaki Haze, or whatever, blah, 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 blah. I actually just got this in the Ipsy box that she did, her Ipsy Gen X, what the fuck am I talking about? Ipsy Live, what? Ipsy something. Glam Bag X, bitch, Glam Bag X. Okay, so this is the palette that was in there. I swatched this and I wasn't impressed. And I know me, I'm not gonna use it. So I know my friend has been eyeing this for a little bit and hopefully he has a much better experience than I did with this because yeah, I highly recommend the rose quartz, but these little palettes I think suck ass. The next product is from Milk Cosmetics, and this is the Shadow Play Blush Light. You know, I picked this up, was it last year? I think this was last year. I don't know, Melt was having a really good sale and I wound up picking up like a bunch of other little products other than their eyeshadow palettes and eyeliners. And I have to say that, I feel like there's a couple of complexion products they do really well. I love their cream blushes. I think they're fabulous. And I love the blush lights, what was it, the blush duos that came out, what was it, last year or so? Those are great. These ones, they're kind of like more of a highlighter, and they're too weak. They're the kind of highlighter that like doesn't really melt into the skin. It kind of is like just a stripe of white on your face, and it just looks really off-putting. It looks like somebody spit white out on your face. It's like really fucking weird. So yeah, not a fan of this. Okay, so I'm convinced that Laura Mercier is terrible. This was sent to me. These are actually for, I think, someone who has like medium and like deep skin, so these are being sent away to friends of mine. But this one was weird. So this is like a translucent setting powder. It was like one of the worst fucking products I don't understand how to use it, because if you try to use it as like a traditional setting powder, it is too fucking sparkly. You just look like a fucked up weird Twilight vampire, okay? I'm not about that life. Now, if you just use it as a highlighter, I found that the kind of glitter, there's like loose glitter in the formula that once you start to buff it in, it disappears. So I don't know who this formula is for. I don't know why anybody would want it, but unfortunately we have to deal with it. So I need to fucking purge this from my life because it's terrible. I hate it. I hate this so much. It's one of the worst products I've ever used this year, and it'll be probably like within the top 5 when my worst of beauty comes out. fuck this. The next product is from Juvia's Place, and this is the Deuce, right? I always want to call it the Douche palette, but I know it's not that. This is the Deuce palette. I think this is actually my, well, it was my favorite Juvia's Place palette of all time, and I loved it. I loved it so much. And it, I don't know, I'm trying not to like look at it directly because it's like a siren. I'm like, you can keep this. But I'm like, no, 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 I don't need it. This was a lot of fun to play with. I enjoyed this palette very thoroughly, but it's just something I don't reach for. And again, like if this can have another home somewhere else and it can have a second life, then so be it. The pigmentation is still great on it. It's just, I just don't reach for it. This is fabulous. This is, again, one of my favorite palettes from Juvia's Place. Okay, so hear me out. Did I declutter most of my Glam Light stuff? Yes. Okay, so this palette I liked a little bit better than the Cake palette, but again, I kind of just felt like some of the shades were just a little bit too difficult for me to work with. And I don't know, like, I really love this whole color story. I think it's really beautiful. Even the stupid fucking sprinkles in the front is like super adorable, but it's just something that I don't ever really use. I don't know, like the quality. I hate to say it, but I think like the Burger palette probably has been like my favorite palette from Glam Light. Everything since then kind of has been okay. That Burger palette is phenomenal, but this one, it's like, I just wanted something more from it. The looks I created were okay. They were just never anything like super fucking stunning. And yeah, I feel so bad, but like, no, I don't want this. Okay, listen. I hate these palettes. I hate them so much. I was an asshole. I fell into a trap. I purchased these fucking things. The quality is not good. I'm mad at myself for buying palettes that have pressed glitters in them. And I'm even more mad that I wasted my time and money on some things that, you know, I felt like, oh my God, they're like a nostalgic moment. But in reality, I'm reminded about all the fist fights that I used to get when playing Monopoly. Every time I play with Play-Doh and I would put a bunch of colors together, everything looked like shit brown. And according to my spiritual advisor, I'm not allowed to have Ouija boards in my home. So they need to go. They need to go. They're gonna get a good home somewhere else, demons included. But yeah, I just, a part of me also actually wanted to kind of keep them around just as a reminder to never buy anything from Hip Dot. But no, just no, no. Okay, so Mel Cosmetics came out with these sex foils or some shit like that. These broke me out horribly. They are a very weird, thick liquid highlighter that I felt like did not really mesh very well with my skin because one, well, obviously I broke out, but two, they were too thick that like even as you kind of start to buff it out, it kind of takes up all the products underneath. So there was nothing really fucking sexy about any of these products. Also, the highlighters in themselves, they're like weird colors. I don't know. I feel like these are probably best for someone that has like maybe a light medium to deeper skin tone. If you are an uncooked chicken like myself, these just look fucking weird. They look weird. I was actually kind of relieved that these broke me out and the formula sucks because I don't know how to fucking make these work. But needless to say, they gotta go. Bye. Okay, so this is the this is the last Glam Light product, I swear. This is the Veggie Lovers Pizza. Yeah, it was fine. I don't know. The next is from Danessa Myricks. I know. This is the Prism FX Hydrating Face Lotion. You know, I never felt like this product was incredibly hydrating on my skin. It kind of reminded me a little bit of like the Nimya products in the sense that it kind of gives you the appearance that you have the meat sweats, which is lovely, but I noticed that my skin just was extra dry when using this product, or especially around my nose. Nothing, foundation or anything, never really sat right when using this product. So yeah, I don't know, wasn't a fan of this one, which I normally love Danessa Myricks' shit, but this I was like, I could deal without. You know what I think? I think that serum foundations are just not for me. So this is from Flower Beauty. This is the Get Real Serum Foundation. Much like Ilia, this tried to fucking murder me. It made me look awful awful, and I can't have that in my life. And it's so liquidy that it's kind of off-putting. It kind of reminds me of paint. It's really, really strange. But what I didn't like about this particular serum one is that no matter how much product I used, it never gave me any coverage. So I don't know what exactly it did other than seep into my brain, and now I'm gonna forget how to multiply and divide. Like, I don't really fucking understand anything about this foundation, why it's a thing, why it exists. There's no pigment because it literally seeps into your skin. It is scary. This is alarming. This shouldn't be allowed to be sold, okay? Like, this is terrifying. Okay, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like I really enjoyed Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer a while back. I'm not entirely sure if they changed the formula of this. This is not the same product that I used to love a few years back. So I don't really know what the fuck they did with this one. It just doesn't feel good. It's like one of those formulas that it's supposed to be a tinted moisturizer, yet it's incredibly heavy on the skin to the point where my face was itchy. So there's something in this that is just not fucking jiving with me. I don't know, like this was just kind of really funky. And for it being like the lightest shade, it was incredibly like dark and pink. It was weird. I don't know. This is just a fucking weird formula. And I really question if they did change it. So I kind of leave this question to you. If you've heard that they changed this formula, I don't know, let me know, because I feel like they did and it's not good. The next products are from Koncha, and these are the little bento boxes. You know, these were fine. I never really had an issue with the formula. They're just ones I really just don't reach for. I think this makeup is really adorable. It's just, yeah, I kind of forget about them every time. So these will go to a good home. So the next products are from Makeup Revolution. Okay, so these came out a couple years ago. First of all, this is probably one of their worst highlighters ever. The only reason why I kept it for so long is because it had a skull imprint, because I'm a stupid bitch and I wanted to keep it because I was like, oh my god, look at the skull. But it was garbage. So this is awful quality. The quality of these two were better. I actually prefer the banana one over the pineapple one because pineapple one was just a little bit too dark for me. This one was fine, but not the actual banana part, which is an overspray on top of the product. So in any case, this one wasn't terrible though. It wasn't bad. Kind of had that nice like slick formula. Oh, maybe I should keep this. Oh, no, Siren, no. No, I made up my mind. I can't. Okay, anyway, these weren't bad, but these, no, they gotta go. I really tried my best not to swatch anything because I know me, and as a fucking Libra, I would literally be like, no, I want all these back. Like, I love my babies, but we can't do that today. I'm moving. I don't have time for shit breaking and me getting visibly upset. Okay, so the last two products from Makeup Revolution are these blushes, and you know, the blushes are fine. The blushes were really nice. There was a strawberry one and a little peach one, and these were cool, but I think I actually like the highlighter more, and the more I think about it, the more I want that highlighter, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. We're not doing that here. The next two products are from Black Moon Cosmetics, and these are the Moonlighters. I have it in the shade Squid and the shade Glowworm. You know, these weren't bad. I think I liked actually one more than the other, but again, these are the kind of highlighters that I have better formula in my collection, so I don't really ever use these, and I know that these can get a good home somewhere else, but Black Moon Cosmetics is pretty cute. I wish I liked their eyeshadow formula more, but their highlighters were definitely a lot better. I've had these for so long, but I don't use them anymore, and they're from Essence, and these are the Satin Touch blushes. These are great. I think they're like $3 worth every fucking penny. I have it in the shades Satin Love and Satin Coral. These have seen better days, but ironically enough, they still have really great pigment, so these have been really good. Essence makes some good shit. All right. I hate all of this stuff. This is some of the worst shit that I've ever tried this year, and this is definitely going to be on like one of the top things I talk about in my worst of makeup video. But this was bad. I love Nikki Tutorials, but I just think all her products that I purchased just never work for me. This made my skin feel incredibly tight. This created like liver spots on my foundation. I don't understand what the fuck that was about. This was so difficult to use. It kind of like tugs at your skin. Hated it. This gives you the appearance that you're having the meat sweats, which I love, but it dries my skin out horribly. So I don't really fucking understand any of this stuff. Yeah, no. The next product is from Kosas, and this is the Tinted Face Oil. My daughter, Hannah, Smoky Glow Hannah, was like, this is amazing. I fucking love it. And I was like, oh my God, yes. It's actually kind of funny because I feel like we have the most like opposite preferences. I believe she loves this and I hate this. She hates, I think, the Charlotte Tilbury little contour duo, and I'm obsessed with it. We have complete opposite preferences. But yeah, I got it because she spoke so highly about it, and I wound up picking this up, and this is so yellow. This is bordering Permanent Simpson character on my skin. It is so fucking yellow and off-putting. I look like I have jaundice, and it's just so oily, which is funny because my skin is so dry. This made my skin incredibly oily and broke me out. It was terrible. So yeah, I'm gonna pass on this one, but I'm glad to know that it works on some people, just not me. The next thing is from Danessa Myricks, and this is the Twin Flames Multi-Chrome Pigment. I wanted to love this so much more. This was not good. In regards to liquid multi-chromes, if we're gonna talk about the gold standard, I feel like it's Natasha Denona. Whatever the fuck she puts in that formula is absolutely stunning. I never experienced any issues with creasing, fading, crunchiness, flaking, nothing. It's absolute perfection. I just hate how tiny it is. I was incredibly hopeful that this was going to be that, but it wasn't. This creased, this looked like shit. It was impossible to get like a solid opacity. I did not like this. And it also made my eyelid incredibly oily, which was fucking weird. So yeah, not a fan of that. And we're down to the last two products. The first one is from Juvia's Place, and I love this blush. This is the Serafina blush. This is perfect. Absolutely stunning. It's incredibly pigmented, a nice peach blush, and the more I look at it, the more I want it, but I haven't used it in a while, and I know that this can get a good home somewhere else, but I do love the blushes from Juvia's Place. They are so incredibly pigmented and beautiful. I'm gonna be on the lookout for more Juvia's Place stuff since I kind of decluttered a lot of things, and they have been putting out a lot of cute palettes lately. I might check them out in the future, but this was great. And then last but not least, Kylie Cosmetics. This is the Ice Me Out Illuminating Highlighter. This wasn't anything special. I heard Kylie highlighters were good, and I was expecting like something like really fucking cool, but that did not happen. I was not pleased. This was mildly okay, and yeah, not a fan. So no thank you. I will pass. Nope. All right, and that was that. I feel like that was a pretty ruthless declutter. I feel good about it. I think I could definitely do a little bit more, and I will probably do one in January because I still have a very, very large collection. And, you know, there's some things that I kind of hemmed and hawed about that probably could have went in this video, but I decided to spare them for another day. So definitely be on the lookout next month for another declutter before I leave. And oh my goodness, I know when I get down to Florida and once I have things set up, I will definitely do like an updated tour of things so you can kind of see what I did keep. But yeah, whew. That felt good. I feel good. I feel good. I hope you feel good because I feel good. Again, thank you so much to Athletic Greens for sponsoring today's video. And yeah. With that said, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it as always. Feel free to like, comment, hit that subscribe button, it's free, and hit that bell icon for notification of all my future posts. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Patreon. To all my beautiful, wonderful patron bubbies, thank you for everything. You're all wonderful. I love your faces. You are literally the best things that could ever happen to me. And I just want to say thank you so much for keeping this delicious, disgusting, trashy, really gross, really nasty garbage boat afloat. I couldn't do without you, and I love each and every one of your adorable little faces. If you want to know what is currently on my nails, and also to get this really cute tablecloth, everything will be listed in the description box below. And I don't know why I keep massaging my table, but I am. And I'll see you little pumpkins later. Bye.